Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for F1 Manager 2022 as we continue our worst to first run here with Williams Racing. And I've been waiting. I've been excited about getting back into this game for several days now. I mean, if it was up to me, I would just be sitting here recording episodes for this game for the next 3 weeks, probably. Okay, maybe not that much, but I'm really having fun with this game. We were getting into a good place with the teams. It's exciting. The races are exciting right now, other than the non-race related crashes, the actual game crashes. Those are not fun. We do not get a yellow flag for those, unfortunately. We have to start all over. But I've been really excited about this. I'm going to go ahead and caution you guys or warn you guys that I'm still recording episodes quite a bit ahead of time. I'm still trying to pace myself a little bit, not go too crazy, but I am probably at least 2 weeks ahead of time from where the comments are. So if you're giving me comments, I'm not going to be able to react right away. You may be wondering why I'm doing that. I need to build up a little bit of a backlog because I will be going out of town for the holidays, and I want to make sure there is still content available during that time period. So I'm going a little bit further ahead than I might normally, although I do usually record at least a week or so, week and a half or so in advance, just in general, because I got to record when I have time. I'm pretty busy outside of YouTube, so I record when I can, and I just do things in batches. So I just want to give you all those clarifications. So if I'm not reacting to your comments right away, that is why, because I have to record these ahead of time in order to get the content out at all. But here we are, Williams Racing, currently in third place, pretty solidly in third place at the moment. Honestly, we're so early in this season. No, we can't even think about these top two, right? There's no way we can't, because part of what we're going to be doing is we are going to be slowing down our development. We got to get back on the research, because I don't think we can hit first place this season. I don't think we, in fact, in a way, it's going to sound weird, I don't want to. That's too fast. I don't want to win the whole thing my third season in. We're just kind of getting into it. Our driver's starting to get developed. I think I'm going to, even though I don't think we could have done it anyway, I'm going to intentionally assume that we would not be able to get first place this season, even if we push the development all the way through. And we're going to pivot to research fairly quickly here. And we'll go from there. So let's get into, looks like we do have a couple points on our drivers. So let's go ahead and get those rolling. We're going to go ahead and get you some accuracy. I'm still trying to kind of keep my drivers fairly well rounded. I think, just in my opinion, you guys could disagree, but in my opinion, well-rounded drivers are going to be overall good for us. So we're working on a little bit of consistency, which is going to help us be just safe, reliable. I think those are both good things to have. Any staff got any promotions? Not at the moment. Looks like we've only got one of you guys had only 1 year left under contract. You're right there, Mr. Irwin. Okay. We might have to look into replacing you at some point. Where are we looking at the inbox here? Overall, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, come on. Oh, we're coming off a win. Oh, so amazing. Absolutely incredible win. Good old Theo there, buddy. Keep it going. Please keep it going. All right, where are we looking at? Not the warehouse. I want to look at the car parts development. Let's look at all of our projects. So we've got 4 designs still on the way. Chassis, underfloor, front wing, and rear wing. Here's kind of what I want to do. And you guys might disagree with me, but here's what I'm going to do. Research is already available, right? I want to finish these up. And the underfloor gets one more. Is it the underfloor or the front? One of these two gets one more development, doesn't it? Oh, man, I forget which one it was. Because I think I was going to do one more round of development with this set of man hours. It has to be the front wing, right? Maybe? Or was it the underfloor? Can we see? Okay, no, both of these do have man hours already attributed to them, so never mind. In fact, do all of these do? Nope. The rear wing does not. Why? Why doesn't the rear wing? Do we not have man hours available? What am I looking for? I guess I can just go new. I can't go manufacturer. Where would I see the man hours? I'm assuming there's a place to see that. We'll come back to that probably in a little bit. We're not going to develop anything for a couple more days anyway, so We'll be right back. Not right back as far as I'm not going to put a cut in the video or anything like that, but we'll go ahead and get these designs finished, and then we'll be able to see very clearly if we've got man hours available. So front wing design is complete. I think this is going to be our last front wing. Elizabeth Kruger. You know what? Let's scout her out. Why not? Let's see what she's got going for her. Oh, actually, we've already done some standard scouting. So her... I mean, high growth potential. I mean, she's not great, don't get me wrong. But... she's not too far behind Roman here. Although he's only 20 years old. She's a little bit older. She's 1 year older and not quite as farther along. So, no, I think we're going to stick with Roman for now. Although I do plan to swap him out at some point. Truth be told, the driver I want to swap him out for is still probably... is it one of our... do we have it still flagged? Yeah. Oliver. I still would love to swap him out for Oliver. Which I can propose a contract to him now. Is there any point in bringing Oliver in? I mean, he's basically as good as the other two guys, right? He's a 74 just like Theo. So I don't know that we bring Oliver in. The only reason to bring Oliver in would be if we feel like he would develop into a better driver than Theo or Jack or something like that at some point. Honestly, I don't know that we want to spend the money on that right now. Okay, so cars, development. I'm going to go to new project real quick. I just want to see how many hours we have left. I'm just going to plug something in here. Okay, so we are in a brand new set. Okay, good to know. So, we've already designed we're designing another chassis right now. We've got front wings, we've got rear wings coming. We haven't designed a set of side pods at all. And we've got the underfloor being developed right now. And which one of those didn't have man hours put against it? The rear wing. Why did the rear wing not have man hours put against it? We got 28 days. 28 days. The next thing is in 47 days. Maybe we're planning on doing one more rear wing with man hours here in a moment. That seems odd to me. But maybe that was the plan. I'm going to assume, since we just put man hours in, this is going to be the last underfloor. It's going to be the last chassis. We just did the front wing. That was going to be the last front wing. Because I do want to get into research, like I said. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to develop one side pod. We've already gotten up to 6 suspensions. We're going to do one side pod. We are going to put man hours toward the side pod. Because I think we're just going to do the one. And so there'll be what, 1.7? We'll do 1.8 for this one. And this will be... oh, divided by 4. Goodness, my brain... 23? 23. Okay, I was like, I think that's right. So we'll do that. We'll do one side pod just to get something here. Show rank on grid. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a boost here, which is nice to see. What if we do race performance? Less engine cooling, but tops out on the other two. Doesn't really make any changes over here. Optimize aerodynamics also doesn't really make any changes. Optimize cooling. I mean, at least doesn't lower us any. I'm going to go ahead and just stick with race performance for right now. I just want to get something out here, and we'll go ahead and go with intense for this as well. Just get one development there, and then I think that might be it for the developments. Now, as far as manufacturing, we did just create a new front wing, which is going to boost us up quite a bit in the low-speed dirty air cornering, as well as high speed. It's going to get us all the way up to first, and a little bit of an improvement on just low-speed cornering in general. So we definitely want to get this thing manufactured. We've got 9 days. We obviously want at least 4 of these, maybe even as many as 6 of these at some point, if this is going to be our final. We'll have 2 before race. We might have to rush these to make sure we have at least 3, have 1 backup. I think that sounds pretty good, actually. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to do rushed 3 of them, and then I'll just have to remember to create 3 more just normally after that, I think. I'm going to rush 4. And then we'll maybe create 2 more after that. All right, I'm happy with that. I think our car is basically about as good as it's going to get for the season. We're going to get right back into... we're going to finish the side pods. And then we're going to get right back into... well, we're going to finish the side pods and probably... I guess do one more rear wing. Because I felt like we should have ended on some man hours. I don't know why we didn't do man hours here. I think we're going to do one more rear wing. These two, once these get finished, will turn into research. In fact, the underfloor is almost done. I think that's the plan. Or do I want to do one more underfloor? Underfloor is so critically important. We're going to see how much it improves. If it improves a lot, we might do one more underfloor. I reserve the right to do another underfloor. So if we were to take you, I mean, it would potentially still give us a pretty significant boost here. Acceleration, everything. I think we've got to do one more underfloor. There's high speed performance, low speed performance, just optimize aerodynamics. Doesn't really affect our acceleration at all. You can also just balance it out. Honestly, balance is probably fine for the underfloor the way it's looking. Just because the underfloor is so important, I feel like one more underfloor is the way to go, and then just really focusing on the research after that. Maybe this is a mistake. I don't know. We'll find out. 54 days is a long time to be designing a part. We're going to be like a third of the way, maybe halfway through the season before this thing comes through. But it might be just enough to see us, to some good positioning at the end there. I'm going to go with it. It might be a mistake. I'm reserving the right to say that that's a mistake. But we're going to do one more. And then after that, it's going to be pure on, I think, research from that point forward. So we do need to develop the underfloor as well. And I'm assuming we're going to have to rush this pretty quickly. We get one out real quick. If we just do a rush, we'll get both out. Perfect. That is what we want. There's our underfloor. Have both of them. I mean, it's a pretty decent improvement. All right, underfloor 3 on both cars. Does reset our part knowledge a bit, but I think we'll be okay. And then, of course, we'll be doing the, actually, we'll do the front wings here. In fact, I'm assuming we have at least a couple of them. Yeah, we do. And this also, pretty significant boost. Well, I say significant. I mean, third to first is not a huge boost, but it's nice to be first. What can I say? That's a good place to be. All right, practice sessions here. Let's review our targets. Looks like we need to set up some new guarantees. We'll definitely set up the guarantee over here. Finish position. We're going to say both drivers will be in the top 10. And we'll say a streak of 5. That's fine. This is pretty bold, though, right? I mean, saying both in the top 10. What if one crashes? Then we're just done, right? Well, then we just reset the streak and we continue. I think at some point this season we can get 5 in a row to get us $3 million extra. I think that's definitely doable, right? Fastest lap. We'll turn that on. I mean, it's unlikely, but we're not going to lose that much if we don't. It'd be nice if we do. I mean, we have a couple times, right? So should be fine. Qualifying position. Both drivers will qualify. Definitely the top 10. I'm just going to say the top 10 for now. I know that's maybe a bit safe, but, still a little extra money. Every little bit's going to help in the long run. Oh, I can't wait to get into this. Please don't die on me, game. Please, 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 please.
Has cranked up the heat over Barcelona. The first Grand Prix.
All right. Do we want to start bringing Stanek in? I just don't know that I care. I feel like we're going to. He's just there as a placeholder. We're not really planning on using him for forever, I don't think. So I don't think I care. If we had Oliver, 100% would be using him for training. And so maybe that's some incentive to bring Oliver in at some point. But for right now, I don't think I care. Okay, car parts. We are going to go with this engine. ERS. Looks like this one. Gearbox. This one. And that looks good. And for you, same thing. First engine, presumably the first ERS. And the first gearbox. Okay. Did that work? There we go. That works. All right, car setup. Let's bring up the calendar. We are at where? Where are we? Spain, that's right. All right, so we need an 8.5. We need a 14. We need a 7 to 3, 3.3, and a 0.8. Everything looks good, looks good. Eight 8.5, 14, 7 to 3, 3, and 0.8. Everything looks good over here. And go. All right, 6th and 9th. We'll take it. Looks like it's all going to be sunny and a little bit of cloudy on Sunday, but no rain in the forecast at the moment. Car parts is already in a really good place. So, I mean, we'll do like a token change here, but really not much needed here. In fact, you literally didn't change anything. It was already optimal. For everything except the braking. All right, so they're saying 8.5, 14, 7.3, just 0.85. Literally, that's it. See if that gets it for us. You were 91. So you went up to 9.5, 14, 6 to 4, 3, and all the way up to 1. Wow. And you got an optimal, 3 greats, and an optimal. Definitely could run with that if we needed to, but we should be able to lock this in, I think. 315 and 0.75. See what that does for us. Everything else looks okay. Looking good so far. Really getting that car part knowledge up as much as we can is just going to be good for us.
Today, we see the culmination of the...
So yeah, we still don't have our best cars that we're going to have for the season. Since we're doing just a tiny bit more development. We'll still have a chance of getting a slightly better car, and then that will be it for the rest of the season. So we got basically the same as... Oh, it's not what I wanted. I changed the wrong thing. I want you to go to 8. So we have an optimal. We have a great. We have an optimal. 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 Okay. Still saying 0.85. I mean, I don't think this is going to matter because I think at the end of the day, it's not going to... We're so close that it's not really going to be able to find it probably. You, on the other hand, are at 9.5, 14.64, 330, 0.95, which gave you same thing as before. Did you even change anything? I mean, did you do anything? Guess you did in a couple spots. Still got quite a few setups it could be. We guys getting up to 99 here, but that's gonna have to be it. I mean, we can technically change something going into Q1, I suppose. We are going to change car parts back. I guess we'll go with this one. The other ERS. Let's see, we got a 89, probably the 93, right? Yep. All right, they're saying 85, 14, 73, 33, and there's 0.9. We'll run that just to see if it gets us anything. Doesn't really matter, but I just enjoy I enjoy the mini game of it all. All right, you're at 8.5, 14, 64, 350, and then 0.85, which gave you 3 greats and 2 optimals. Same as before, just different ones. Brings you down to 1 possible setup. All right, we'll see if that's that. Anything else we need to change? I don't think so. Start qualifying. We are going to simulate these first 2 sessions. In theory, we'll get to the final one with no problem. Unless Theo gets his act together, he might have a problem. So making sure I did change everything. I did. Okay. Okay. Maybe I should have simmed that. Made that a little bit more likely that that was going to be the result we wanted. We'll go ahead and manage this just so we can send them out at good times and things like that. Honestly, I'm going to send them out now just because I want to get them at least a time. And then we will kind of adjust from there. So we got some times. I don't expect them to stick for very long, but I'm happy that we've got them locked in. So we do need to, I guess, send you guys back out on the tires that you're on. Obviously fuel back up. If I send you out now, it should start. Actually, you know what? It's probably a pretty good time to send you out. Do not expect these times to stick, but it's cool to see that they're there for the moment. Will we have a clean run here? It's really the only question. Can we get there with a clean run? Yes for Doohan. Come on, Theo. Just for Theo. Okay, so we're gonna have a good run here from both of them. Clean air, clean traffic, or clean track is what I'm trying to say. No traffic. Oh, somebody crashed. Oh, ignore. Did you really crash?
It's a crash. Here's the replay. Now we see the Williams here.
Oh, wow.
Nasty crash there.
Oh, wow. That's why we went ahead and create another front wing. That's unfortunate. All right, we'll get to see our times slip away probably, because I assume these guys are going to be racing their best here. Okay, no. Did we really hold on to first and second? Do we have enough parts to keep Theo in a good place? We also have the best time in Q3 with Jack. I mean, it makes sense, obviously, because... Okay, that was a dumb thing to say. We had the best time, and we were in first. That's kind of how it works. Sorry. I'm too used to the fact that in the race, best time does not mean first, but in qualifying, that's all it means. I'll be all right, guys. Okay, do we still have a car? Well, first things first, I do want to check to make sure I remember where the DRS zones are. So there are only 2 detection zones and 2 DRS zones. One is the long stretch coming through the starting line, and then the other one's just basically opposite of it. Not quite as long, but should potentially set you up for this one here, maybe. Let's see, expected strategies, tires. I mean, I could do the math here. I wish I need a spreadsheet for some of this mess. I wonder if there isn't like an F1 Manager 22 tire spreadsheet. No, I'm not saying anything. Okay. Because I'm sure there's a way to plug these things in and be able to get a good understanding of... It's just the... in case it's not clear, sorry, I'm kind of getting past something that probably should be stated. The times on the strategies are not correct. They're about to fix that in one of the upcoming patches, they said. But the total time it says, I think, overvalues hards. But... You know, so we have to take that into context. So we'll look at it once we get into the race itself, I think, in a minute. Do we? No, we don't have a chassis. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to drop back down to this one, I guess. That is unfortunate. I mean, we'll eventually, once we get done with making everything, have extras, but... I mean, I knew we had all these other ones, so I figured that was, like, not the worst thing in the world. And the underfloor, I mean, it's unfortunate to drop back down to a previous version one, but... I suppose we could always emergency manufacture one. I don't know if it's that urgent for us to emergency manufacture. Current conditions, major damage. I just replaced you. Are we not allowed to do the... No, it says C3. I assume that worked. Okay, we don't have an issue here anymore. Just before I forget, set these all up. And figure out how we're going to do strategies. I guess we're going to have to use our own little brains here, because again, we can't read these numbers, unfortunately. There is a point where hards become better than mediums, and even a point where it becomes better than softs, right? So there are those points do exist. I kind of like this strategy, to be perfectly honest, for him. I'm also not against this strategy as a really kind of aggressive one. It's just we have to be very careful about the degradation, right? So we might have to pit in for the mediums a little bit sooner, which means, in fact, just because I want to go a little bit aggressive up front. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm okay with this one. And then for you, I might run this. Are you in first? Yeah, you're in first. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to run this, but I'm actually going to edit this manually and make sure we are kind of pushing this a bit there, and maybe can we push this one left at that direction? Something like that. Just gives a little bit of extra life on each end. I reserve the right to maybe we swap to hards in the middle. Again, this timing is wrong, but maybe this is actually a smarter move for us. Because there's a lot more cushion overall. Really aggressive up front, less aggressive in the middle, very aggressive at the end. Again, I'm not looking at this number. I'm just kind of trying to decide if... It's more that the mediums felt like we were getting too low on wear. And I know that Doohan's smoothness is not great, so I don't know if I want to go that low on the conditioning. I suppose something like this would work, and if worse comes to worse, we have to pit for the hards early, then we can always run the mediums at the end. So that's still a possibility. Or something like that. We're going to just see how these different strategies stack up against each other and go from there. But I'm hopeful that they get those things fixed soon, because I mean, I guess I could have had a spreadsheet myself by now, to be fair. All right, let's make sure we're watching these guys. Let's watch. Well, watch Theo for now. Sure. Doohan should get a pretty good dump here. Looks like a couple of these guys are probably on softs as well. Nope, they're actually on mediums. Why does that look red? I mean, I see the yellow now, but what is this red? Is that just color of his car? Something like that? Jumping in there. All right, Theo dropping back a bit more than I would have liked, but Doohan looking really good. We'll stay aggressive for this first lap just because everybody else is going to be anyway. Oh, there we go. That's a good, well, almost a good move. There's a good move. Doohan is just booking it right now. He's going to be a second ahead of Theo before the first lap is over. What? That is insane. Obviously, we got to back these guys off. I mean, I cannot go that crazy honestly for most of this race. Theo's stretched it a second between him and the guy behind him. Now, I would prefer Theo to get back into DRS with Doohan, but we are starting to really push this hard against these guys. I mean, Doohan is just going crazy. Look at this. He is just gaining time like it doesn't exist. What is going on? Part of me is tempted to have Doohan slow down just so Theo can get into some DRS fun. That's probably a really dumb idea, though. Because honestly, Theo's handling his business himself right now. I mean, he's gapping Red Bull right now. But at this point, we let Doohan run his race. My goodness, is he going crazy. Yes. What is going on? We can't save this game in the middle of this game. I think I've checked that before. No, we cannot. Very annoying. I mean, don't get me wrong. He is on softs. And I know the softs are really good, but don't know if I expected him to be quite this good. And the car is a big part of it as well, to be clear. I mean, we are absolutely gap in the pack. I mean, I do still kind of wish Duhan was closer to Theo right now, but I don't think... No, we don't mess with this. We let him run his race. I suspect these guys will catch us at some point. I think it's inevitable. Are we the only ones out on softs? No, we got a couple guys out. Actually, about half on mediums, probably. About maybe 2/3, or not 2/3. About 30% on softs, and the other 20% on hards. It's a little bit of variance. Somebody forgot to tell Duhan that we are not in qualifying anymore. He does not have to run every single lap like it's his last. Uh-oh. We're stopping here, picking up fastest lap time now. I mean, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. All right, we're gonna speed it up here. I mean, I'm gonna keep an eye on that time. If they start closing in on Theo, which they are now, as I say that. But in theory, no, we're actually tread's similar to everybody. So no, nothing's gonna change there. I mean, Duhan's going to have to pit before a lot of these other guys, but... I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to keep it going for now until they start getting within DRS of Duhan, or of Theo, I should say. So far, he's holding them off barely. He's not really starting to gap them anymore, though. So nothing's changing there, unfortunately. To be fair, I don't know if is Duhan gaining any time? He's gaining... slight time, not much. And I would imagine as these guys continue to get back and forth DRS, I would think they start reeling in Theo at some point. Maybe not. I mean, he's almost got it back up to 2 seconds here. Or I say back up. I don't know if he's been up that high yet. It kind of drops and then goes back up and then drops and goes back up. I think they reel him in though. Very slowly. Oh, in fact, they just did. Right? They're within a second. So they just reeled him in. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bump you up to push. We have a little bit of cushion here. We're going to go ahead and go up to aggressive. See if we can find some way to stretch that. Keep them from getting... They're not. We're just, I don't think there's any way at this point. Well, maybe. Now we're back up to over a second for a moment. Unfortunately, Duhan is starting to get reeled in now because his tire is obviously not going to be quite as good as they were from the beginning. Definitely be pitting him here very soon. Getting some fresh tires. Yeah, he's getting really pulled back in now. Or maybe he's just getting pulled back in by Theo specifically. Because the total gap here is still about 5 seconds. And honestly, I don't mind if Theo catches him. He's not going to catch him though, because we're going to get back into the pack here in a moment. Is it possible anybody else is going to single pit? I don't think so. I don't think mathematically that was likely to happen. Okay, we're opening pit options. We are going to go ahead and come out on the hards. We're going to go ahead and push. We're just going to full on crazy here. We're going to go ahead and harvest this lap as well. So Theo has reeled back in to Doohan, but that is good. We want that because we want these guys potentially trading off DRS with each other, giving each other kind of small speed boosts along the way. Right? I'm assuming, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that back and forth of kind of helps pull each other along, right? I think that would be how it works. I could be completely off, but I think that would be the case. So now, of course, we're going to pit before we really get to use it. Unless we get it here. Unlikely. No, we're not going to get it here. So we will pit here in a moment, which is fine. Probably could have avoided pitting quite this early. We could have probably maybe gone one more lap, but I think this is okay. I'd like to pit now while we can just kind of figure out where we're going to come out of this thing at. Where you at? Okay, you're there. All right. I mean, we dropped back, obviously, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. We're going to go crazy hard here. This first one, we're going to go full deploy here and see what he can do. As he gets DRS for the first time this race. Here in a moment. Gonna naturally pass a couple of these guys. Maybe. Yeah, here we go. Did we not get DRS there? Did I just blink and didn't see it? I think I was looking at Theo, actually. I just realized. Oh, come on. Get it, get it, get it. We're fighting a little bit more here than I would like. It's going to slow us down quite a bit being in this traffic. But hopefully we get some good DRS here. No. Wow. We're not going to get anything here. All right. Well, we're going to settle back into this. I don't want to go crazy here. We'll go neutral. Do we finally get that position there? No, we did not. Man, AlphaTauri is really making us work for this. All right, so Theo's in his pit window. 3 seconds clear. All right, here we go. Come on, come on, go, 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 go. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, what was that? What was that? We had all three of them. Come on. No, smart is what it was, I guess. I guess that's allowed to do, but we should have had all three of these guys right there. Come on, can we get him here? Go, 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 go. I'm going to overtake on this next one. I really do want to get past this guy. I probably should have done it sooner. I was just having kind of fun watching it, to be perfectly honest. Because we definitely need to be in a good position coming out of this pit. So we're going to go full on attack. We're going to go full on push, and we're going to go full on overtake because we need to fly past this guy here, unless he's pitting, which he would have already, right? So there we go. There's the fly past, back standard, back whatever, back neutral. All right, back up in the top 10. Most of these other guys have not pit yet. Long ways to go before we get to McLaren, unfortunately. So really just going to be driving in clean air for quite a bit here. Red Bull starting to bring Theo back in a bit. I mean, his tire wear is just better than ours, so I'm sure that's what's going on, is our degradation is starting to catch up with us. Which probably means no, honestly, we're going to stay because we're about to swap tires anyway. Doohan picking up the fastest lap. Wow. On hards. I mean, that's not going to stick. Once we get back on softs later in the race, that's when we'll get our fastest lap. Slowly starting to get closer to the guys in front of him. All right, we are going to come back out on another set of mediums immediately. We are also going to go full on attack, full on push, but we are going to go harvest.
Box.
A lot more people pitting now. All right, 2.5 seconds coming in for the pit. All right, Ferrari is not pitting yet. Is it possible they're going to single pit? All right, we'll stay that, but we are going to go full deploy. All right, if we can catch back up with Doohan here, get some DRS, I will feel very good about that. Yeah, we'll get it. We're just a bit faster than he is right now. We'll catch him here, and then we'll pass him on the next one, I think. Which is fine. That allowed Doohan to finally get some DRS again. He's spent most of this race without any DRS at all. So we're going to fly past him here, and then we should be able to pull Doohan with us a bit, I would think. We're going to drop back down to standard and balanced and neutral. Back in first and second. But we are correctly, hopefully, getting us some DRS now. Still only about a 4-second gap, 4.5-second gap to the leaders. If I just trade off DRSs in that spot right there, I think I'll be okay with that. So now we've almost pushed it back up to 5 seconds. Well, we are at 5 seconds to the leader now. So yeah, that's huge. Theo picking up fastest lap now. I don't really like them rolling side by side at that spot. I don't mind the attack. I want the attack to come on this back stretch here, though. But come on, guys, don't be fighting each other. It's not a specific command to tell them not to fight each other, is there? I know there's a command that says let them through. Right, isn't there? Well, I thought there was. Don't fight teammate. But I don't really want to do that because I want them to trade on this part right here. Maybe I just tell Doohan, because he's on slower tires, don't fight your teammate. Let him run front. Let's try that for a bit. We're going to try that just for a little bit. See what this does. Once Doohan gets back out on the softs, we probably will take that back off. But I just want to see what this does. I mean, he still gets DRS here, right? But he just doesn't go past him. He just stays behind him, stays in this. Now, it doesn't mean he's going to be driving in dirty air, unfortunately, but... He's just going to stay behind him. Now, this may not be what we want in the long run. Could also just be very micromanaging and just tell them not to fight until they get to this long stretch. If you can get past him here, I'll let you. Not gonna happen. I just don't want them crashing into each other. That's my biggest concern right now. is they're going to be side by side coming in some of these corners and cause each other to wreck, and then this whole thing just falls apart, which would be really sad for a very stupid reason. So we'll just let him... Alright, we're going to let you fight now. I don't mind if you get a boost here. Don't think it's going to happen. I think he's still just fast enough that he's staying ahead of you. It's fine. We'll just babysit this for a bit. We've pushed up to almost 6 seconds now. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and speed it up again. We're just going to settle into this bit here in the middle. If this number starts dropping a bit more, we'll worry about it. But I'm not going to let him fight. I'm going to let Duhan stay behind for now. He's on slower tires.
Was that a lockup on the track?
We're actually going to be lapping somebody here soon.
Seems to have been a lockup.
Starting to get a little bit closer. Oh. Something happened with Duhan? Did he lock up? Alright, we're going to turn off that don't fight teammate for now. I think he might have locked up.
I think someone's run wide.
Oh, he ran wide. Okay.
Take a closer look. Now we see the Williams here.
That's unfortunate.
That's far wider than they would have wanted.
Alright, well, he'll get it back, hopefully. In fact, he's got so much fuel. We're going to push on the fuel. We're going to go a little bit aggressive on the tires here. See if we can get it back here. I'm going to drop you back down to speed 8. Be able to watch this a little bit easier. He is going to be in... If he can get back into DRS on number 20 right there, then that would be really good. And he might be... Hey, he's getting there now. Unfortunately, the guys behind us are right on our tails. Let's actually come back down to speed 2. Let's watch him, see if he can get something here. There we go. Good flyby there. Honestly, I kind of just want to settle back into this. Not stress this too much right now. We'll gain some ground again once we get back on our softs. Everybody's on mediums except us, so there's that. So that a lot of these guys must be going for that same strategy that Theo's on right now. Mercedes is closing on us, though. Alright, we're going to stay on this for now. I guess we will. Really don't want Mercedes to catch us, although they're about to. Oh, yeah, they're about to be up. There's DRS on us right now. Oof. And Theo's only, 3.5 seconds ahead of that, of them now. Now, he's not pushing anything. Like, Theo's literally doing nothing here. Just running a race. We were in a good place till we ran wide there, weren't we? Do you guys pit at the same time? 49? 50. Okay, no. All right. No, 49. I read it wrong. So you guys do pit at the same place. So we're going to have to pit one of you guys offset from your current strategy. Honestly, we probably will let Theo go a lap later to go to 50. I'm going to go back to balance because I want to save some fuel for the last push. We may lose some here, but we're going to come out on softs, and so I think whatever we lose, we will very quickly get right back again. Honestly, if we go one more lap with him even, maybe 2 more laps with Theo, that might be better.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
Have as much of that good soft life as possible before we start getting some good, some bad degradation. Bunch of people pitting already. I'm assuming they're coming out on hards because I think it's too early for softs unless they started on like softs or something like that. Maybe they're coming out on mediums. Ignore. So these guys are going to try to undercut us, it looks like. They're pitting early. Going to come out on some faster tires. But I assume these guys are not coming on softs? No, they are all. Everybody's coming out on softs. Alright, so here's the line. You're going to go full on attack, full on push, full on harvest, and you are going to plan your pit. Oh, we don't have good softs. I think we factored this in though. That's the reason why our softs. We gotta start doing better with our qualifying or something to save some softs for the race. I meant to do that this last time, and I kind of forgot that that was something we had talked.
Let's take a look at the replay. Now we see the Williams here. And there it is. That's where they spin out.
I mean, that worst thing that does
And that was a...
is it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It sets us back for sure, obviously. Why does it say softs here? Oh, we haven't pit yet. What? I'm kind of confused right now, but I was going to say that should hurt our tire wear, but I think it's a graphical glitch, right? Because it knows we're about to get into softs, but it hasn't actually put us in softs. So we did lose some time there. We won't see that time loss until we pit because everybody else has already pit and they're catching up with us. But we definitely will see some time loss. So now, once Theo crosses the line, we'll schedule his pit. Hopefully we don't lose too much. But you gotta admit, I mean, the fact that we didn't have to wait for traffic means we got back out on the track right away. So that saves us some seconds there. But we're definitely going to be losing a ton of time here because all these other guys have pit already, right? Yeah. So that really, really, really cost us. To be fair, though, a lot of these other guys are already on low tires as well. That must mean that they were using some qualifying tires too. Can we get back into this with you at all? It's not going to be easy. Full on deploy for this first lap. I think we can risk one lap of going crazy here. Theo, on the other hand, needs to... Theo is like running a... He can do whatever right now. I think we go ahead and pit him. I think we might as well. We've waited the amount of time we wanted to wait. We're going to be fine. I think. And I'd like to go ahead and get this pit over with so we can kind of start doing the work that needs to get done. If we wait too late, we just won't have enough time to do what we need to do, right? Because even right now, Theo or Duhan's having to chase down these guys. Which I'm hoping he will, but they're on soft tires as well. He is starting to gain some ground here. If he can get back within DRS on Ferrari here, I think we have a really good chance of getting back in this. But we're way behind Theo. Of course, Theo's about to pit. That'll close that gap quite a bit. Let's go watch Theo for a second. Okay. Theo's about to get passed by several of these guys just because of the nature of where he's at right now. But we're going to go full on deploy. Okay, he snuck right in there. That's good. That's good. He did not lose hardly any at all. Now, this is all equal at this point, right? We're just technically on maybe slightly better tires. Duhan has already done his lap. So he just needs to go back down to standard. He can stay on push, and he needs to go to neutral for now. But I need to watch probably Duhan a bit more. He needs to get within DRS. So close.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Okay, so we are in DRS now. Can we close some gap here? All right, Theo's back in first. Duhan just picked up the fastest lap.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Got to really keep an eye out. Oh, got to drop you back down, my friend. I'm going to stay on push, though. And you're going to go back down to neutral. If for no other reason than we've got to burn off some of this fuel, lighten the cars as much as we possibly can at this point. All right, we're going to try and overtake here, but we probably really need to quickly to go back to harvesting so we can have something to use next time. All right, we passed one of them. All right, we're going to have to really harvest here. I mean, Theo's got Mercedes right on his tail. That was a little bit longer. We could have passed him there. We'll pass him on this next one, hopefully. Not this next one, but like the next lap. Nope, we'll get him there. Never mind. Even with harvesting, we'll get him there. Now we got a ways to go before we catch back up with Red Bull, unfortunately. I'll drop back down to balance. I don't want to use up all my fuel. I want to save some push for potentially for later if we need it. Can we close this gap? Can Theo run a clean race and finish this off? I was like, how is this 2 seconds? Oh, this is we're lapped. This is somebody who's lapped. At least it gave us DRS though. That's actually really big. Can we reel back in Red Bull here? At all. If we get Red Bull, I think we have a chance to get the others. Man, they are right on Theo's tail. Do we have the best tread? Not anymore. So we're all relatively equal, though. A few percentage points plus or minus. I just don't know if we're going to be able to get Doohan back into this. That spin is really what cost him, though. Nothing. I don't think it had anything to do with strategy. Don't have anything to do with anything else. Just that spin really, really messed him up. We're just not getting this back. We might have enough for an aggressive lap here with some deploy. See if we can get anything back. All right, we're going to go aggressive. We're not going to go crazy. Actually, no, we're not going to go aggressive. We're going to hold on to that. We will go push and we will go deploy. See if we can get any of this back. We'll harvest again once we get back into DRS range. So close to getting back in DRS, but not quite. And now we're going to start losing spots here. Okay, we at least got DRS there. Okay, that's good. So now we can start harvesting again, I think.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
I'm really on edge right now. I don't know if my facial visuals are not showing you. Hopefully my lack of talk is telling you that I'm like really like trying to focus in on this. Okay, we're right on their tails now. We're still harvesting. We've got to harvest for at least another lap. Still got a few laps to go. We can get back in this. I don't like that second between second and third, though. I mean, at this point, we would have to probably be happy if we can get into third. All things considered. Got to be very careful with Theo, too, though. Come on. Kind of like Theo in second place, to be honest. In fact, I'm going to put him on harvest. I'm going to take advantage of this second place to put him in harvest, since he will have DRS. We start making moves. Honestly, we start making moves kind of now. I just don't think we can risk the tires, though. It's not going to be enough, is it? Really not. This is such tight racing right here.
And a new position just gained by Williams. It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Come on, can we get it? Can we get it? Come on. Just not enough. Oh, so close. Okay, stay on. We're staying on this. We're staying on this. Can we get something here in the back end? We don't have a ton of race left. All right, you're going to go back to neutral. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, man. We're right on his tail. No! Was that us? Oh, no, it's Mercedes. Okay, I saw... I couldn't see what color car it was. I kind of just blinked for a second. I cannot see what color car it was. Okay, we are out, unfortunately, here. I was not paying enough attention to this. Go back to neutral for a bit here in the middle. Balanced. We just don't have enough in the gas tank. We've got to go back to harvest and hope that we can get something here at the end. Honestly, we've got to try and give it everything we got right at this point right here. I don't think we're going to have enough. Maybe. Now can we defend it? In a way, Doohan deserves to win this race, but in the way he messed up. Doohan messed up. I mean, other than the mess up, Doohan deserves to win because I think he is the faster driver here. But Theo has done. I mean, honestly, I should really rephrase that. Doohan should have won this race. Theo deserves to win this race. That's probably what I meant to say. We're gonna go ahead and go flip backwards. Go on full on defend here. Go full on push. Full on attack. Make sure we defend against these attacks here on the back end. Tires should be okay coming around through here. Fuel's okay. We got just enough, hopefully, to defend this last little bit here at the back. Come around this corner. Go, 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 go. Okay. Oh, yes. So that's the result we should have had considering Doohan's mistake. And Theo just clean, 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 clean. Got closer there at the end than I expected, considering how we started. Although, again, soft tires versus mediums and hards, they really jumped out early. First and second, though, guys. I mean, I'm still going to do research. I'm going to assume that we can't maintain this forever this season. I could be wrong, but I'm going to assume that we can't. And I'm going to plan on research for next season. Next season being just amazing. Now, all the cars, we saw that earlier, right? The rule that we voted on, that all cars get a 5% decrease across the board, which will hurt us more than others, if you think about it, because if we're at 100, we drop down to 95, of whatever part is that 95%. Somebody's at 50, they only drop down to 47.5, right? So it technically hurts us more, brings us more in line with the rest of the people if we are a better car. But that's why I need to get back on the research. So Doohan's still up there on driver standings. He's almost in third place. He did just pass Carlos for second, though, which is awesome. And Theo jumped up a couple spots. And then constructors, we're still back there. Ferrari, Red Bull, still incredible cars. and teams. We got fastest lap. We got obviously first and second. So placements was good. There's our front wing. I need to develop some more stuff. That was with Theo on not the best wing. Or no, he had the good wing. He did not have the good underbelly, right? No, I think there were two parts that we had to drop down to the second one. It was the underbelly and something else. So he did not have as good a car as Jack Duhan did. And he still held on there. So that was impressive. All right. Well, we're going to put a cut in there. Man, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had as much fun with that as I did. I don't know if we can keep this up the entire time. I think we were able to jump out to a really, really good start here because of all that research. I don't know if the longevity is going to stick around or not. Honestly, I don't know. We'll find out as the season progresses, but I'm having fun. This is awesome. And hopefully you guys are having fun as well. We'll see what we can do next episode. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.